move on. This is what they are opening their souls, their businesses. There are a lot of investment. People have invested in this country so much. There are a lot of things they have done so much. So they come there allow everything they put in this country, it just go down. You understand me? In the war now, they're focused now. People focusing to other things are happening around the world. Israel, Ukraine, people focusing. They didn't come turn back to Liberia. They're not coming turn back again to stand around to again because of Liberia business. No. The mind now, if we Liberians say we cannot make our decision, hold on to this peace here, then that's it.
Yeah.
But I think it's clear.
Let me just say this. I mean, it's a normal thing in terms of uh, after election, you have people announcing themselves, as winners.
Yeah.
But again, I want to remind you, those comments you are placing on the social media, it could be where the peace, the fragile peace we enjoy in this country. Violence have no ears, no eyes. Sometimes the way you want it to go, you can't control it. Yes, you can't control it at all. So the country you want to head,
yeah,
we can't allow our people to be in fear. On a very serious note. At least for 5 minutes. We'll briefly speak with our correspondents. How is it like in other counties? Yes, what is happening down there in these various countries? We would like to know. So, but again, in the midst of all country first, yes, Liberia first, Liberia second, Liberia last. Yes, let's preach peace and let's wait for elections commission. Numbers don't lie. Again, I repeat to you,
yeah,
numbers don't lie. They don't lie. Yes, great. Let's pick up Derek Ernest Coty with our health tip this morning right here on the breakfast show. Yes. Good morning to you live. Go ahead.
Good morning, Onina. Good morning to my good friend sitting by you there. I hope you can invite me. Let me first of all thank you for your peace message this morning. You have always done it. This is why you are number one. And let me appeal to you to invite me one day, just for 15 minutes on the station. Because you know I'm one of the crafters and signatories of the peace accord.
So David, let's do this. Let's do this, right? Do the 3-minute health tip, and then I'm going to take you back. Let's do this peace thing and take you back all those difficult times we have. Yeah, so let's just do the health tip for 2-3 minutes. Then we'll do that.
Okay, thank you. Today, I want to talk about the importance of drinking hot water in the morning. Hot water, warm or hot water in the morning on empty stomach. The reason why it is important to do so. And tomorrow, I will tell you why it is bad to drink icy cold water. Those things are happening to you when you drink icy cold water. Sometimes I go to restaurants, I see cold water already in a bottle, then the man is asking for ice to drink more cold water. I will tell you why. Madam, we're talking about the drinking of hot water in the morning. Almost all over the world, people are used to drinking their tea and coffee in the morning. And this is not good for your health because it develops gas and indigestion problem for your stomach. So you can be used to drinking tea and coffee in the morning. It's a normal practice, but most people don't know the danger in it. It's dangerous. It's not good for your health. So every morning you should drink 1.5 glasses of water. You should do that every morning. And let me tell you some of the benefits. It improves the digestive system. And number two, it will help to get the leftover particles left from the previous night. For example, some people eat after 8 o'clock in the night. And I'm going to find time to talk about the eating time. Some people, they eat any time in the night. After 8 o'clock, they just go straight to bed. But when you drink hot water in the morning, it will help to clear those particles that you have left in your stomach from the previous day or night. It keeps you active throughout the day because it improves your blood circulation. Now, this is important. It helps to clear your sinuses. You remember sometimes ago when I was talking to you about bad breath, I told you some of the reasons. I gave you 4 major reasons why people have bad breath. One of them is sinus infection. I explained all that, but I will keep coming back to those things one by one. When you drink hot water in the morning, it helps to clean or to clear the blockages in your sinuses. There are four sinuses you have, but when you drink in the it improves also the function of the heart. Take this very serious. Your heart is very important. And you remember I talked to you about the kidney the other day. This also helps the kidney to work properly. Because if and I will come back to those things from time to time. If you drink hot water in the morning, it helps to clean or improve your kidney system. Now, this is the last one now. Constipation is a major problem, but the best laxative. It's not always good going to the store, to the drugstore. My stomach is tight. I can't go to the toilet good. Then you buy laxative and take it. It's not always good. What is always good is when you drink hot water in the morning, not tea, not coffee. Drink hot water in the morning, 1.5 glasses of water in the morning. It will help to do that clearing of the constipation. Now, remember this: sleep for 8 to 9 hours every day. We have talked about it in detail, but I always have this thing I call remember this to remind you of some of the things we discussed in the past. Those of you who like to take nap in the day for 2 3 hours, then in the nighttime, your sleep is interrupted by 3 hours because you slept for 3 hours in a day. Stop taking naps in the day. If it will not interrupt your 8 hours or 9 hours of sleep in the night, then you can take your nap. But if it would be a problem in the night when you sleep, so don't take a nap. So please remember, sleep for 8 to 9 hours a day. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Derek. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I just want you to. I'll bring you back in 5 minutes. Yes, I'll bring you back in 5 minutes time, Derek. Yes, yeah. Let's talk about this peace thing. I think it's very important. Yes, I mean health tip with Ernest,
Yeah,
Derek. Yes, I think he's doing extremely well for us every morning.
very, very
Yeah,
important.
yeah,
Yeah,
every morning. I mean, regular. Yeah.
it will help some of us. Oh. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I say helping some of us. Oh.
you
Yeah,
sure?
come this morning.
The first thing you wake up in the morning, you do, right?
Yeah,
You drink.
I drink my water.
Don't wash the mouth before you just drink the water.
Drink my
Yeah,
water.
yeah,
Yeah.
just drink.
It,
You see, the saliva plays an important part. You
he
know.
has put me in a position where now, I was one person very new to that early morning eating,
Okay.
but now my hot water take me all the way up to 12 o'clock
Okay.
before I start looking for for
You're,
me
you're regular.
my regular.
Okay, so but in the meantime, I want to play this audio. Yesterday, the National Elections Commission chairperson, Deviata Brown,
Okay,
she phoned in live yesterday on the True
on the
Breakfast
show,
Show
yeah.
on yesterday. So let's play this. We'll come back. We'll read all the U.S. government through the embassy, the Sachet Affairs. Again, wants to call on Liberians to wait for Elections Commission. But let's hear Deviata Brown. Yes, on today, again, want to announce there'll be a preliminary results coming in. The Elections
Yeah.
Commission will start to officially announce. So those of you who are posting on the social media, your posts and all of your comments, your commentary you run on the social media is being highly monitored. It's been monitored. Yes. Let's play this with the next box.
In fact, everything you're hearing are rumors and maybe that's tactics. So people don't go to their voting. So we'll call on all Nigerians to please go and do your voting. You get to the polling center, then you will see what is going on there. And what is being rumored is not what will be going on there at the polling center.
Okay, great. So, in terms of challenges, have there been any challenges across the country for ballot papers to reach out to various polling centers?
In the last 10 days or so, we have been deploying our sensitive and non-sensitive materials. And up to the last 3 days, we have been informed by all the magistrates that all of our sensitive and non-sensitive materials reached the magistrate's office. What has happened in the last 3 days or so is the deployment that has taken place to the 2080 precinct. Then in the last 48 hours, you have deployment of those same electoral materials to the polling places. Some of them are there, like last night, the staff had to sleep there with them to be in readiness for polls to open at 8 o'clock. So we don't say that we are challenged. We say we have done everything humanly possible to make sure that the materials and the staff are deployed to the field for. But if we are challenged, we will let the Nigerian people know because you will get the information from the field, identifying what challenges the field staff have gone through and how they have remedied the situation. And if it has to do with people voting, we rest assured all Nigerians that all Nigerians will vote. If we have difficulty getting the staff and material to the place, the time will be adjusted for voting to take place.
Okay, so in terms of following up, I remember last Thursday I had the U.S. Sachet Affairs, Catherine Rodriguez with me, and the Elections Commission that official mouthpiece to announce results. Yes, what do you have to say in terms of announcing results? That polling place will close at 6 p.m. Do we anticipate the commission as of tomorrow to announce provisional results across the country?
The National Elections Commission most often will begin the preliminary announcement of results the next day after the election. And we want to do that. As we get the results, they are collated at headquarters, we will make this announcement. We want to say that any other person or medium, radio station, people on megaphone or whatever, anybody else announcing results, that's not a real result because it did not come from the source, and the source is the National Elections Commission. The National Elections Commission has the mandate by law to be the authority to announce results from elections. So we'll call on Nigerians to wait for the preliminary results first before the final official result.
Okay, before the final official result. So as far as I'm concerned, it's 10 minutes down, 8 o'clock. Polling centers are now open and anticipated to close at 6 p.m.
Yes, polling centers should open at 8 and they should close at 6 p.m.
And a final word before we take leave of you, Madam Chair.
Only we want to say thank you to all Nigerians, especially those who are on their way now, going to the polling places to do their voting. We call on all those who perhaps are still lingering at home to please get up and go to your voting. This is your time. You will be the one to say who becomes president of Nigeria today. So don't stay home. Go out like you did on the 10th of October in mass numbers. Cast your vote for the person of your choice and make sure that when you're marking the ballot, you use one of the 3 marks. If you're using check, use only that check. If you're using X, use only the X. If you're using a thumbprint, use only the thumbprint. Make sure you put your mark in the small box that beside the candidate of your choice. When you mark that ballot, make sure that it does not alter. Because the can alter sometimes that the place the invalid voting can come from. But we trust all Nigerians to do the right thing today. No violence, no pushing. When your time comes, you go inside the polling place and you cast your vote.
Okay, so
you and thank you to the Nigerians for turning out today.
Okay, great. So, Madam Chair, let me squeeze this one in quickly. I think I have to do this before I take leave of you. In terms of giving the fair results, how Nigerians will vote, that is the result the commission is going to present out to the public. What assurance again you want to re-echo that this present board of commission is going to announce the way in which the results come out from the votes, the voting center across the country?
The votes are initially counted in the polling place, and the votes are captured on the record of the count. That record of the count copies are given to party agents there who sign attesting that there was a protest. The copy is pasted on the wall for everybody to see. At the same time, the original is put in the sample evidence envelope and taken to the magistrate's office. At the magistrate's office, the tally process goes on in full view of everybody party agents, observers, and what have you. Those tally results are transmitted electronically, that means on the computer, on the internet. It is sent to our headquarters. And the headquarters, the results are collated. I mean, put everything together for a particular polling place or particular area. Then we make those announcements. So whatever the Nigerian people have voted and whoever they have voted for, the Elections Commission continues to be committed to ensuring that those results from the field are the very results that are collated and are the very results that are announced to the Nigerian people.
Okay, so I'll interrupt this. This is one of the most important part that I'm trying to capture, right?
Okay.
You listen up to the Board of Commission, the head, the National Elections Commission chairperson, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way the Liberian people vote,
yeah,
the way people have voted,
mm-hmm.
This is the result we're going to announce from where? The field.
The field.
That's why I say those of you who posting on the social media, numbers don't lie. It don't. Numbers don't. I'm going to bring this back a little bit. This is what the neck boss said. Numbers don't lie. Let me just give this a play again. Listen up. This is the neck boss with me.
You and thank you to the Liberians for turning out today.
Okay, great. So, Manager, let me squeeze this one in quickly. I think I have to do this before I take leave of you. In terms of getting the fair results, how Liberians will vote, that is the result a commission is going to present out to the public. What assurance again you want to re-echo that this present board of commission is going to announce the way in which the results come out from the votes, the voting center across the country?
You know, the votes are initially counted in the polling place, and the votes are captured on the record of the count. That record of the count copies are given to party agents there who sign attesting that there was a protest. The copy is fixed on the wall for everybody to see. At the same time, the original is put in the sample evidence envelope and taken to the magistrate's office. At the magistrate's office, the tally process goes on in full view of everybody, party agents, observers, and what have you. Those tally results are transmitted electronically, that means on the computer, on the internet. It is sent to our headquarters. On the headquarters, the results are collated, that means we put everything together for a particular polling place or particular area. Then we make those announcements. So whatever the Nigerian people have voted and whoever they have voted for, the Elections Commission continues to be committed to ensuring that those results from the field are the very results that are collated and are the very results that are announced to the Nigerian people.
Great. It was great taking you live this morning. We'll definitely be in touch. Thanks so much and wish you a great day on today, Bonachair.
Thank you, Liam. Thank you very much, Nigeria.
Okay. Yes, very good right there.
Yeah, I just love the various steps and procedures in which you just lay out, when it comes to how they announce this result.
The result.
Yeah, so it's tell you that there's nothing about anything but interference.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, number don't lie.
Yeah, so I like the way how she just did it step by step.
Yeah.
And just how it reaches
the
us.
two political parties, right? For all of your talent centers, just hold fast to what you have. And yeah, the neck boss, we're playing this as a reminder. No need for anyone to panic in the city. But let me just play the sachet affairs of the U.S. Embassy. Catherine Rodriguez, she passed through this microphone of me some part of was it last week? Yeah, last Thursday, just to reaffirm the U.S. commitment to our process. This is the sachet affairs, the face of the U.S. Embassy right now. Catherine Rodriguez with me. Let me just play what you have to say on behalf of the U.S. government. All right, this is Catherine Rodriguez.
Subject to this policy. So this is a big initiative on our part because as your oldest and longest partner, we want to see the democratic process continue in Liberia.
Wow. I mean, this is a follow-up question before my colleague can come in. You said visa I just want to hold people accountable. You also plan to impose sanctions as well, apart from visa restriction?
At this moment, we are solely focused on ensuring that the elections are free, fair, and peaceful. And based on how that goes, we will review all the items in our toolkit, whether it's visa sanctions, visa restrictions, sanctions, etc. But at this time, our singular focus at the embassy is to ensure that your elections are free, fair, and peaceful. This is why we have a number of observers.
Okay. Yes, I mean, the free fair, the main focus of the U.S. government to make sure our election is free, fair, and what? And peaceful. You know, look, those of you listening up to the radio, we're trying to play our professional part as a journalist.
Yeah.
These things happen after elections, the cable news network, the CNN, the BBC over the world, analyze it, right? But the almost think the country comes above any one of us, right? So you listen up to the neck buzz, right? You listen up to the sachet affairs of the U.S. Embassy, Catherine. And of course, I'm going to play one more, the mouthpiece again. And so we just tell Liberians, this is it. Let's wait for the NEC. Let's wait for what? The National Elections Commission. Numbers don't lie.
Exactly. So, I like how he responded on when she said that our main focus point now is not to the election. Yeah, so
her interview with us was on last Thursday.
Yeah.
Then on Monday, the mouthpiece of the U.S. Embassy also phoned in. Right?
Yeah.
You see, the reason why you see our international partners most time will call us on Truth FM is because of our professional role we play in what? In the elections. I mean, for God's sake. So on Thursday, we had the Sachi Affairs with us. Then on Monday, the mouthpiece of the U.S. Embassy, Sean Buddha. Sean plays a live phone call with us, assuring that we should stay firm of no violence, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep the peace. America don't decide for you the way you want to vote. Go and vote, and your vote must be protected, right?
Yeah.
So let's play Sean Buddha. This is the mouthpiece of the U.S. Embassy, who also phoned in with us on a True Breakfast show.
Relations officer, the official spokesperson of the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, Sean Buddha. That's we're going to have his boss on, Catherine Rodriguez. But this morning, the PR, the public relations officer, the mouthpiece of the U.S. Embassy, Sean Buddha, will take him this morning shortly on the True Breakfast show as we go on tomorrow in the midst of all Maka. Country first. We can't tear this country down. Exactly. Yeah. So we have within live on the line this morning the public relations officer of the U.S. Embassy. Sean, good morning to you. Welcome to the TBS. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing great. O'Neill, great to hear from you. It's the U.S. Embassy. Yes. Calling from the U.S. Embassy this morning. Great. So our country goes to election in less than 24 hours. Any special message do you want to reaffirm from the great United States of America through your embassy to Liberians across the country? Yes, and thank you again for this opportunity to talk to everyone out on the airwaves this morning. So tomorrow, Liberians will go to the polls to select Liberia's president for the next 6 years. The U.S. Embassy is confident in Liberia's National Elections Commission's capacity to administer a free and fair election. During the first round of voting, NEC workers demonstrated extraordinary dedication, carrying voting materials across flooded rivers and counting ballots late into the night. The NEC has been preparing for this election for years with the technical support of many stakeholders, including the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID. Thousands of independent election observers, both international and domestic, will also participate in the democratic process. From the opening of polling stations on November 14th until the last vote is counted, election observers will play a key role in ensuring a free and fair election. The U.S. Embassy is also confident that election observers will carry out their responsibilities in an independent and unbiased manner. as they did during last year's first round election. We again applaud Liberians for their enthusiastic turnout for the October 2nd election and encourage all Liberians to vote tomorrow in the presidential runoff. The future of the country is in your hands. You, the Liberian people, have the two most important, powerful tools in this electoral process: your voice and your votes. Make them count.
Yeah, so we understand the U.S. government through USAID is providing some kind of support to most of the other missions in the country. What can you say about deployment so far as election day is tomorrow?
Yes, well, election teams are out at polls. People are ready to participate in the democratic process. And as I just stated, we have full confidence in the NDC's ability to administer these elections.
Okay. So, not to take much of the time short on full confidence, so meaning that Liberians should wait for the National Elections Commission to officially announce the results after voting.
That is absolutely correct. We urge everyone to always check their sources of information, and of course, for election results, the only source is the National Elections Commission. So it's very important for everyone to wait for the NEC to make their announcement on the election results.
Sean, thank you so much. We definitely.
Yes, Ansu, there you have it. The mouthpiece of the U.S. Embassy.
All these major points and major statements they are making all falls back to waiting on the NEC for the official result.
Okay.
Yeah, so wait on the NEC for the official results. Wait on the NEC. So for those of you, we know that you have information about from your war room and other stuff, but NEC is in full charge of this.
Okay.
Yeah, they are responsible.
Numbers don't lie. I just want to.
Hold on to it.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on to it. We know you very well. Yeah, you have your result, but you are not.
So let me do this. So right after voting,
yeah.
Look, this is the breakfast show, the TBS. After this event, we'll still remain as what? As a professional journalist. Tomorrow, when you see you on the street there, you'll still pay the respect to us, right? Of our professional role. So let me do this. I want to do a live phone call. I just played back with from the National Elections Commission boys, but I want to do a live call right after voting.
Yeah.
This is a live phone call with the NEC boss. I'm going to bring her on right now. I'm doing a live phone call with the National Elections Commission boss, Madam Darietta Brown Lasana. Good morning to you, Madam Chair. How you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you, O'Neill.
Great. How is Elections Commission just after our national runoff voting?
The commission is good. We're okay.
Okay. Any public pressure in terms of sorry, I'm going like this. With results, the two political parties are declaring themselves winner already. And I just played the Sachi Affairs voice that the Elections Commission is the only mouthpiece to announce results.
Yes, the National Elections Commission has the authority by law through its mandate to conduct elections and to announce the results. Anyone announcing any election results is unofficial and it's not a good practice, but we are trying to deal with it.
What are challenges from yesterday? I mean, despite the slow turnout, what are challenges the Elections Commission faced from yesterday?
I think basically the process was good. We had some issues prior to the deployment of some of our materials in some of the districts, but that was quickly brought under control. Part of the problem there was that some citizens raised the issue about vehicles that were delivering election materials to precincts and polling places. They claimed that those vehicles were not known vehicles. And so we try to explain to them that the NEC, along with its vehicles, procured through budgetary allotment, also rents vehicles from vendors, and we use those vehicles to deliver our materials to precincts and polling places. And to say that it will be unheard of for NEC to procure, the government spend all that money for almost 300 vehicles, and then after elections, we have no use for them per se. So it's a normal practice in our conduct of elections to rent vehicles. I think that was a challenge for some citizens, but thankfully the LNP brought that under control.
Okay, great. So, not to take much of the time, do you want to announce, Liberian, as of today at 4:30, the National Elections Commission will start to announce provisional results coming across from the country?
We have assured Liberians already in the last few days that we will make this preliminary official announcement of the results beginning today at 4:30 at the next headquarters during our daily press briefing for the elections.
Okay. Any other thing I haven't touched? Then I have to let you go. You had a hectic day coming up on today.
I just want to say thank you on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and staff of the National Election Commission. We say a big thank you to all Liberians, all the observers, all the party agents, the two contenders. We say thank you for a generally peaceful process. And where there were challenges, agitation, and even up to last night, we heard there were stone throwing, at some of the precincts by some unknown persons. But we are grateful that generally we can all see that the elections went on smoothly, and we prepare ourselves for the next elections. That is something that the commission will start very early, so that all of the things that we hope to achieve, the expansion of precincts and polling places that we had in our budget this year that was cut. We anticipate that we're not going to wait again for 2 years to the next election. We'll start right away to make that proposal to the government of Liberia so that they provide money for us to expand the precincts and the polling places. If that is done, we can decongest the number of persons, to a precinct or to a polling place, so that we can have an even keel, and less violence, at the polls in the future. So we say thank you to the media also for supporting us and supporting Liberians, raising awareness, as well as the GSM companies, the security apparatus. I mean, just everybody. We're just grateful. We say thank you.
We say thank you.
Please wait for the official result.
Please wait for the official result. All right, we look forward at 4:30 at the press briefing tomorrow. We'll have a full coverage today.
Thank you so much, O'Neill. Thank you, Liberia.
All right. Yes, the voice of the NEC boss. Yes. Ansu?
It is so wonderful. That's very wonderful. Good. This is what I call a leader is somebody who find themselves into a public space, waiting any time to pick up call, waiting any time to provide information, waiting any time to speak to the people, especially during this time of a crucial, a crucial time where we have critical time where we have people really want to be informed of what's happening in the country. We cannot hold this country. We're going to 3 months. But I think 3 months already. September, October, November. And if you really follow things, people still they want to release their hands. People want to move on with normal things, and they still want to hold on to it. So we cannot just hold this country hostage for a good 3 months. And I like at the NEC boss, she waited any time to speak to the people. She said again 4 o'clock. Let's wait for the result.
4:30.
4:30. Let's wait for the results. What's come from the NEC, meaning that it's official. And for those of you who they're working your viewer war rooms and other stuff, they will know that you have your people out there, you have them working for you. But please keep your information. The NEC is in charge of this yet. The other one have the full responsibility when it comes to announcing results. All right, so we want our people to go on with the normal activities. We want them to keep their businesses open, the motorcyclists, the keke boys, and keep moving on with the normal activities. Indeed, as we learn at school supposed to open tomorrow. So let the students our children, the students start preparing again for school. Let's normal activities go on. Then what we saw this morning, Liberians can just go on and just chunk it there and just forget about it. The next day they just go on with the normal thing. Yeah, therefore you put what you want to do, why you guys don't want to do it. And therefore you're going on with our business.
And numbers don't lie.
Yeah. The people just go there, just put it there, and the people move on. So they're not here to allow people who trying maybe to because there are some people, I would say it here, they just live on public money business. Okay. So when they're missing that area, they won't do anything to get back or to hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's two-way.
Anything, yeah. They won't do anything to hold on to it or to get back.
Okay, great. So this is our key focus right now, and I think less of the rest of the media institutions should pick it up.
Yes.
The almost thing here is
yes,
the peace in the midst of all. I mean, the country first, Liberia first, Liberia second, and Liberia last. The peace is the almost thing of the end of the day, right? Now we woke up this morning. It's like, I mean, we try to motivate the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, I keep saying numbers don't what? Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't what? Numbers don't lie. The two political parties. The Elections Commission is the one by law that will announce the winner. And the media institution now, let's keep promoting a non-violence message. And the two political parties, those of you posting, all of your posts, your comments have been monitored by the international partners. All the things you're writing on the social media have been highly monitored in case you don't know. You see the kind of interview, the kind of teaser I'm playing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just announcing it to the two parties now. All of what you are doing, you posting, those comments, I don't want to say threats, they have highly been monitored. We can go back. Wait for Elections Commission. Anything you don't understand, you run to what? The Supreme Court. But this time right now, I'd like to bring on David Coty. David had been a very experienced man. He was one person who signed this Akosombo Peace Accord.
Okay.
Yes, I remember back then. Well, some of us was kids coming up. When you listen up to the radio, say, well, people go to Ghana, they travel, to go to Addis Ababa, to go to other countries to sign a peace accord.
Yeah.
For which country? This country they call Liberia. We're not going to do so. Just last week in Gaza, Israel asked 1 million people to relocate. Can you imagine this?
You know what's happening there
everywhere
in Gaza?
World leader, no one going to sit on a round table here. So please, let's hold on. Let's speak on David Ernest Coty. I mean, they are talking about you signing the Akosombo Peace Accord. Some of us was a kid, but the research have made us to understand there are a lot of things that went on. Good morning again.
Good morning to you. Once again, good morning to the public. Let me first of all thank you for your peace messages and for representing your name, Truth FM. You have operated for 18 years and 18 years speaking the truth and speaking peace. And I want to take the next chairman also for always being available to speak to the public through you. This is one leader that does not shy away from the media, and that is good for the public, especially at this crucial stage. Every time you call on us for them to provide some information. So, Madam Next Chair, thank you very much. When I was chairman of ACOB, I was also a member of the legislature. And I tell you something, I had the privilege of attending 2 peace conferences. I led my party to Abuja in the year 2000, and I also led my party to Ghana in the year 2003, where I signed a peace accord on behalf of ACOB. And I tell you something, I know what we went through, the humiliation. You call yourself a sovereign nation, you are in another person's country, and people say anything they want to say to you. We cannot go through this anymore. I heard you saying the other day over and over, we're not going to sign any more peace accord. And the opportunity may not even be there to sign any more peace accord. Oh, yes. Like I told you, billions of dollars was spent on this country for peace from one place to another. Yamoussoukro, 1, 2, 3, Abuja, this, all kinds of places. I was lucky to participate in two, in Abuja and Accra. The humiliation was too much. We cannot go back to it. You know, some others one wrote a book and said, Liberians are like fish in water, but yet they are thirsty. Oh, that's a big statement. It was a big title. Liberians are like fish in water, but yet they are thirsty. You can imagine you are a fish in a big river or the sea, but yet you are thirsty. What does that mean? We are so rich, but yet so poor because of many reasons. One of them is politics, greediness, unfairness to one another. This is why we are so poor. And I think we should graduate from that. Because right now, the entire world is in a serious trouble that you just mentioned. There's war in Ukraine, war in Gaza, here and there, also around Africa, many problems. So if anybody thinks that people will leave their precious time, leave very important things to come and sit down to talk about peace in Liberia again, forget it. It's not going to happen. So I will join you in advising all Liberians today, you better be very careful. The two leaders of the two parties, talk to your people. This whole Facebook thing, let's put a stop to it. And this Kigali thing, you remember Radio Kigali, what happened in Rwanda? We don't want it to happen here. It may happen through Facebook. Let's be very careful. You see, I feel ashamed sometimes. I am 70 years old now, and I've always told people that Liberia is 175 years old, and we're not even ashamed of where we are. While other countries are living in the 21st century, we are still living in the 15th century, lack of almost everything. Are we not ashamed to try and put our acts together and do something? Nobody is going to come and spend a dime here anymore. When you see the American government speaking the way they speak, it's because they have really spent good money on this country from 1847 up to now, good money, and they cannot continue to do so. America got their own problems too. Oh yeah, they got problems. So don't sit there and think that people will just bring the taxpayers' money here and use it on you for foolishness. It will not continue. So I will join you in advising all of our people that we should be very careful of this particular election. If anybody wins, you win. If George Weah wins, let's give it to him. If Joe Barker wins, let's give it to him. Up to today, I still trust the Elections Commission until something else happens. But I don't think so. They have proven themselves from all of the by-elections. They have proven themselves. Let them keep on this same track. They shouldn't change. When Darius Dillon whipped the ruling party here twice in their stronghold Montserrat, that's the time I started trusting this commission. Oh, yeah. And besides that, there were several other by-elections, and the opposition won many of them. So I'd like to thank NAC. So please keep it up. But to all of us, Liberians, please remember this. We are like fish in water, but yet so poor. Natural resources all over. Can you imagine, for example, we have good rainfall, good sunshine in this country, something that other people are looking for. We have fertile land, but yet we spend over $2 million US, 200, I'm sorry, $200 million to subsidize food or rice coming to this country. Is that not a big shame? But we just sit there and create trouble all the time. Nobody ever promised you power. You're forced to be president at all costs. No. If you are there, your time finished, move, leave, let somebody come in. And those who are trying to get there, if it is not your time, don't force it. So this country has to, we cannot continue to suffer like this. I'm just trying to talk this way because I have participated in peace talks in this country, and we cannot go back. Like I told you the other day, when Judith Bryan was elected by us in Ghana, before that time, something happened. I remember we left from here on June 4th in 2003. Just for 2 weeks, we were supposed to be in Ghana for just for 3 weeks. But instead of 3 weeks, we stayed for 3 months and a half. And one of the reasons why we stayed so long in Accra, Ghana, was that after all of the deliberations, the time came now for who to be chairman of Liberia for 2 years. That was another sticky issue. Everybody just want power, power, power. That thing was a serious trouble. And what happened was that General Abubakar Abu Salami came with 3 heads of state behind him: Olusegun Obasanjo of Nigeria, John Kofu of Ghana, and Thabo Mbeki of South Africa. They came to give us a mandate. You Liberians, we cannot keep you here all of the time. Up to this date, that was in 2003 now, the international community has already spent $10.5 billion on the Liberian Civil War. You will not continue to sit down here. If you can't find your head to lead the country for 2 years, we have to put you back in the plane and send you back to Liberia to go and kill yourself. Can you imagine that? A country that said it is
So embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. The people said to you, you cannot continue to be here. If you give me the opportunity, I will tell you how Judy Brown was elected, if you want me to. Do you have the time for that? All right.
Okay. Yeah. So, David, I mean, you're trying to take Liberians back. You know, yes, yes, yes. I mean, you said something. Thabo Mbeki of South Africa said to you, "Look, we're going to keep you here for long. If you can sign this,
It was General Abubakar
Abu Bakr Abu Salam for Nigeria
mediation team. He was headed the entire process, but he was always assisted by heads of states of Africa. But that particular day, when he was coming in the hall to give us that mandate to make sure that we speed up and leave because they can't continue to spend money, 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 money. Can you imagine that? He was accompanied by 3 heads of state. His Excellency Thabo Mbeki, President of South Africa. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, President of Nigeria. And His Excellency John Kofu, President of Ghana. They were behind him when they were entering the hall. And they were standing right by him there when he was announcing these things to us. How much money has been spent by the international community so far. And besides that, why we should hurry up and leave, or else they'll put us back in the plane and send us back to Liberia. Joe, ask your question.
Okay, great. I mean, I like how you put it. So, ask your question. I mean, this is all about election results. I mean, you listen up to the Sachet Affairs, the public relations officer. After his boss came on Thursday, 3-4 days later, he also followed up a phone call. That tells you that America is so concerned. They don't want to spend billions of dollars on this country anymore.
Oh, no. But let me just give you a short information. Maybe many people don't know. The United States, the population of America is 332 million. All right. About 3 million of those people are having serious problem when it comes to even homes. They sleep in the streets. They sleep in the streets. About 3 million people in the United States sleep. They are homeless. They got no particular place. They're not lucky like you and myself who sleep on a shelter. I'm just saying this to say that America got their own problem too. Oh yeah, many American people who are working for money are sleeping in their cars every day because they cannot afford to pay rent, especially in California. Oh yes, the rent is so high, but that's where they have fun job. But the money is not enough to rent a place in California and some other parts of America. So they sleep in their cars. They do everything there. They cook. They even have some parking places where they go and park their car and they come down, do their cooking, sleep right in the car there. I'm just saying this to say that the United States got their own problem also. They got a problem. But yet, they squeeze some money from their taxpayers and say, we help Liberia. You think these people will continue to just spend money on foolishness? You lie. Those who think that when something happens again, we'll start running to Greystone. America, you come to us, you come for us. They will not do it. They're tired with this country when it comes to foolishness. They will be willing to help us build bridges and build schools, but not for war. Oh, yeah, I can tell you that. So every time you see the Americans saying this and saying that, they're saying it because they don't want to be bothered anymore by foolish people. When the former ambassador was talking about the health system in Liberia, the pro tem was quick to accuse him of being an opposition man. Can you imagine that? The man is an opposition. The people give you money for a particular purpose, and the purpose is not being utilized. Then when they get back and talk about it, the man said, I visited all of the countries in the health system, and this is not happening. This money is not being spent. Then you get up and call the man opposition. What kind of trouble in here? We have to be very careful. So I'm only saying here, we the old people, we the elders and senior citizens of this country. I'm telling you, the young people, don't let people fool you here. I told you the other day, during the civil rights movement in the United States, when Martin Luther King was heading this group, he was always the first in the front line, marching in the 60s. I witnessed all of this on television. I witnessed it. He was the first in the front there. But how many of the big people here do you see, in fact, not even their children? Do you see their children there? Then you will be so foolish and allow people to tell you, go. If you're doing it on your own, fine. Go. You'll go trust to. Now, like I said on your station about 2 days ago, my friend, this Jesus principle will never work here because almost everybody now is a Kushin. Oh, yeah. Almost everybody. Not everybody's smoking Kusho, but almost everybody now is a Kushin. So if you sit down there and think you will go throw rock at somebody and they will fold their arms and clap for you, you lie. They will reciprocate. And like I always say, the reciprocation can sometimes be disproportionate. Oh, yeah. You send rock, they will send cement block, not even 6 inch, but 8 inch. So nobody going to clap for you for throwing rocks at them. No. Nobody will clap for you. They will throw it back at you in a serious way. So please, don't let anybody fool you. People are eating gravy here. Their children are in America, France, Germany, learning good book. You haven't gone anywhere. But they tell you go, and you go, my friend. When they kill you, that your mom and pa will cry for you. When they hate you, you can't work anymore, that your children will suffer. There will be no way to pay school fee for them. So please, don't go out there to represent any political party leader, whether opposition or ruling party. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's a particular political party here that is always creating trouble. That's the DPP. They got to stop. The Disgruntled People's Party. Every time when they're having their own occasion, nobody goes there. But when other people are having an occasion, then you see all the rocks. Where the rocks come from, I don't know.
The DPP.
DPP, Disgruntled People's Party. You always go to throw rocks at people's gathering. And the good thing about it is that they can feel it too. Oh, yeah. Oh, my ear, my hair, my son, how my son will go to school, how my wife will eat. Who sent you there? You don't got sense? Somebody eating gravy and drinking coffee, then they say, go, you go. What kind of trouble is it in this country? So I will join the Truth FM in advising you. I am an elder and senior citizen of this country. When I say this is what I mean. I'm 70. I'm a senior citizen now. And I have worked for this government for 37 years. So we know what we're talking about. I always boastfully tell people that I came to Monrovia in 1958 when I was 5 years old. Yes, I was 5 years old when I came to Monrovia, and I've been here all this time. I know this country. I know this country very well. I have traveled to 17 countries, but I have never stayed anywhere for more than 3 months. I found how to build this company for 18 years. I enjoy this place. But to go to somebody's country, even this wonderful America that people fighting to go to, I was there just for 1 week. When the people were preparing my visa and my passport, they asked me how long are you going to stay. I said for 3 days. The man started laughing. He said, "My man, Invincible, we used to be eyeing people." He said, "I'm not talking about how long the conference will last. I know the conference is for 3 days, but how long do you want to stay in America?" I said, "My man, 3 days. Right after the conference, I'm coming back." And the only reason why I stay in America for 1 week was because after the conference in Maryland, that was the All Liberia National Conference, I went there to represent the Governance Commission. Mr. Sirleaf said, David, I think you can represent us. And I went to represent the commission. That was in 2005. When I got to America after the conference, the 3-day conference, I was invited to New York by the Unity Party people, the leadership. At the time, Amara Conner was the head of Unity Party in America. So they invited me there to attend the Unity Party meeting in New York. From there, I came back to Philadelphia, where 2 of my former students from SDA said, you will not pass here until you spend 1 night with us, one trial Wally. In fact, I told the 2 of them, the man and his wife, they were in SDA, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, that are not my business. But later on, they met in America and got married. They said, Prof, we know what you did for. You're not passing this place until you spend 1 hour. So I spent 1 more night there. So small thing.
What I want to do with you?
What gotta do with me? So, I know, I slept there, ate some good salad. In the morning, I drank my tea. I left. I told them, thank you. So, my brother Oni, I want to thank you very much. You and my brother Maka Baka, and even Ansu. Every morning, you're preaching peace. It's not like you don't have work to do. You're not one of those people that I know just creating trouble here. You're cursing people every day. You can't do that. Stop. When things turn around, where are you? Somebody asked me the other day, my man, we don't know which way you are. You have not declared anything. I said, I am declaring nothing. I know I declared my own in the ballot box yesterday. Oh, yeah. So I'm just sitting here.
Okay. Yes. So as we try to close up now, in keeping the peace, you have said it all. Most of the problems start with the young people, Yes, most of the majority of our problems, But as you close up, any final word you want to say?
The message is very simple. Nobody forced to be president here. Your time finished gold. You who want to go there, you're not forced to go there. You're time rich.
So like 2 sides lashing out now. Okay. Yes, I like it. Go ahead again. Say it.
There are 2 sides.
Yeah.
2 people remain. The Omar Bwakai and our brother, President Wia. The 2 of them. They're the 2 people I'm talking to now. My brother, since I left government in 2003, I'm sitting here. I found my little 1 cup of red, my red, or I eat all. I'm forced to work. In fact, I passed the working age now. They say 65. I passed that age long time. But I'm talking to our 2 leaders now who want to be president again. Who want to be president. His Excellency, George Weah, you've already been there for 6 years. If the Liberian people say they want you again, go sit down. You're not forced to be there. We don't want no trouble in this country. Go sit down. Omer Black Eye, you ran before you didn't make it. If the Liberian people don't take you to go there, go and sit down. You're not forced to be president. When God says yes, that's it. God and say yes for you, leave it. Finally, neck, we trust you. Madam Brown, we trust you. You have done your best. Even the U.S. government the other day expressed confidence in you. Please, my good sister and friend, I have observed you. You're doing your very best. And one good thing I like about you, you're not hiding anything. You're quick to talk on the radio to tell people exactly what's happening. When John Brown wins, give it to John Brown. We trust you. Please keep it. Or else, this country will go back to another 14 years of war. There was a 1985 election that brought us to where we are today. Samuel Doe collected that thing the wrong way from Jackson F. Doe. We know the story. He did not win. He collected it from Jackson F. Doe.
Yeah, you're making us scared, man.
I like it.
No, but that's a fact. I was here. 1985. Doe did not win. He forced it. So trouble came. And the thing about trouble, the thing about war, almost like what I was telling you about the Trojan stone business. You start in the trouble, you will not be the winner. You may be the loser.
No winner. Yes, you're right about that.
You can't be the winner. You start in a war here, and you think you'll be free, you lie. We saw government officials, we saw soldiers, we saw police people taking off uniform right in the house I was living in Barnesville. There was a policeman living there. The man gone. his uniform. He left it in the house, put color clothes on, and ran away when the rebels were coming. The owner of the house said, well, what can we do? I suggested to him, I said, let's bury the thing in the night. So in the night, there was a little dumper area there not too far from our house. We dug hole and buried the gun and the uniform. We didn't want the rebels to enter that place, come to our house, and can't see gonna kill everybody. So police people, soldier people, they took off their uniforms and they ran away because this country was hard to handle. Oh yeah, when it gets tough, my friend, don't think the aggressor will be free. You the one who started it, you will feed it too. And those of you who think you earn the guy enough money abroad, fat bank accounts, and you can go and stay there and leave us in fire, I got news for you. All I will repeat, those of you who think you already got enough money, fat bank accounts at JP Morgan or whatever bank you got your money in, I got news for you. You have built homes around everywhere. I don't think you're going to be free. I got news for you. God Almighty has a way of saying, enough is enough. Earthquake will carry all your property to that anywhere you got it. Earthquake will carry them. And maybe you will be living. You know, there's another statement that was made by one pastor. He said, you will not die until you taste the evil of your deeds. I repeat, you will not die until you taste the evil of your deeds. You do all the wicked things to people you think you will just die and go let out your life. You will feel it here on earth. I don't want to give you names of people that I know about. They suffer here until they couldn't find water to drink. All the millions that were sucking. Oh, yes. Be careful. This is not your private farm. Stop. God Almighty has a way of saying enough is enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, there we go this morning.
Yes.
Yeah, good to reflect,
Yeah, very good. No, you've been around for a very long time. In the political field, a veteran politician too. So yeah, it goes sometimes. Especially during the type of time being there on, so we can talk about our country and how they can speak back to our people. For those of you who feel that maybe things not going your way or things going the wrong way, there is a way in which it's supposed to go, and all come from the NEC. Yeah. So the way how you think that you're going, no, it's not the way how when the NEC comes on at 4:30 this afternoon. The way how you thinking, no, they have everything in their possession.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah. So to maintain and hold on to this piece here, let's wait for the National Election Commission at 4:30 for results that will be in at that time. We know that you have to go out there. You have your pool washer. You have we have observers, international observers. We know at this time you should maybe have 60 or maybe 70% of your work in already to know exactly where you stand. But all rests on the shoulder of the NEC, that's the National Election Commission. Let's wait on them at 4:30.
Yes, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia Truth FM. That's what I said it all, man.
Yeah.
Yes, to our correspondents, reporters out there, thank you so much. And Liberians, again, want to say go about doing your normal thing. Yes, go about doing your normal thing. Easy.
Go about doing your normal thing.
Yeah,
go about with
go
your normal
Easy.
business.
Easy.
Yeah, I drop a post last night. I'll tell the guys and I say, let's start preparing for our weekend game. Someone say like game business.
Oh, don't stop playing.
Yeah, don't stop playing.
No, nobody looking at football right now.
And so we play a very good World Cup game at SKD this weekend. Let's start preparing. Yeah, so we have to spice it up. At least so we can know there are other things happening on you. Don't forget the October 3rd election was so much after election business, so don't forget about the DV. Yeah, so don't forget about DV. It was November 7 already. They say but DV, yeah, because politics in Liberia, it's not easy thing. We can put our all into it. And sometimes it goes sometimes to doing this since then we spice it up, let our people understand that there are other things, there are other activities, there are other things happening. Don't forget about it. So this is what we say, move on with your normal activities and move on with your normal things. Open your stores, motorcycles, the keke balls.
Go and do your normal hustle.
Do your hustle. Your business is rolled. If FIFA knew that Liberian in election business, The people don't know. There's all I know that's the schedule.
Yeah,
they set it up for for the 17th for us to go and play. What are your October 10? You're going for roundup. They don't care though.
So again, let me re-echo this.
Yeah.
Those of you posting, I mean, all this carrying stuff, threatening the peace of also. I'm not saying, all the posts and comments on the social media have been monitored. Yes, anything you post on the social media, have been highly monitored. Yes.
Yeah, they will screenshot it.
Yes.
Holding.
It's been highly monitored. But who brought the social media?
The
Westerner.
The same Westerner.
Yes, all of your posts, all have been highly monitored by the international partner. But again, I can say to you, if you have won this election, numbers don't lie. This current board of commissioner, right, should have conducted a two crucial election. You remember in 2020? Darius Dillon, Yomli, for Yomli to win Boston Guy in Grand Bassa, and Derrioto produced that results. The way Liberian people voted, that was the result.
Yeah.
But the utmost thing, the two political parties, the CDC and the Unity Party.
Yes.
I'm speaking as a journalist. Your political commentators will do the rest of it. But as a journalist, in keeping the peace, you shouldn't put fear in the city. And to our young brothers and sisters, today you go to Ghana, go to the 37, there's a hospital in Ghana called the 37 Military Hospital. The 37 Military Hospital.
Okay.
They named the walls after veterans who are serving in the army and the rest of it in Ghana, the 37 Military Hospital, right? Go and see young guys, 22, 25. These are all medical doctors, brain surgeons, neurosurgeons. They have not been used. Don't be used. You could be one of the best electricians we have. Anybody who's not understanding anything here, you wait. But numbers don't lie.
Okay.
Yes. Let's start putting, open your shop, go about doing your number thing. And the two political parties again. And so don't congratulate yourself. Your comments, your posts on the social media is being highly monitored. Some of you have your family staying abroad. The poor men that are in the village. Do you know how many people have bought food and put it in their homes?
Yeah.
I was passing by a supermarket, someone choked the car, and someone don't have a $1 even to buy a cup of rice.
Yeah.
And some of you predicted this already. And you just go and make any post on the social media. All of your posts have been I repeat, highly monitored. You have your family living a luxurious life. You won't disturb the old man, who don't have taken how to do the first phase this morning. Don't do it. Let's wait for neck. All your talent sheets you have, keep it. It's good. You have your war room. The two political parties now, the coding for the war room. These are things that plays in politics, a normal thing.
Yeah.
But to go to the extent what our peace will be threatened, that's a scary part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my colleague, my professional colleague in the media. So what destroyed Kigali, Rwanda, was because of the same media, the role the media play. There are some other countries, by now they'll shut the social media down. We shouldn't reach that level. Yes. Right? If the radio is not doing it, the Facebook will pop it up.
Yes.
Someone is not even in the country, they make up
that
disgusting post. And I want to say to our US partner, thanks so much for following me every morning. And some of the problems are coming from I'm leaving one political party or the two political parties. Some of them in exile. They'll make, scaring comments, scaring posts. They're not in country yet. We on the ground. We can't go back. 2 weeks ago in Guinea, live bullets were fired. It was so scary. We can't go back. If the Liberian people say, let's continue with George Weah, nothing should disturb the peace. I'm going to talk to the two presidential candidates now. And I want this to live for being for the rest of my life. George Weah have been a peace ambassador all his life, right? I remember some part last year he won a peace award again. You know, when you hear George Weah name outside there, say yes, he's a peaceful man, right?
Yes.
George Weah, if this result don't go your way, that's a decision of Liberian people. Joseph Boyka, a very peaceful, humble man, regardless of all the politics, a very quiet man, good in spirit. If the results don't go your way, let it be. The hard thing I'm saying, to digest this one for the two political parties is hard. But to our international partners, those of you who are posting and repeating, your comments, your posts on the social media have been highly monitored. They are following all of the things. The day some of you decide to go to that embassy or whatsoever and stuff like that, the people capture, they're recording everything. All your posts you're making. People wake up with fear in this country. Wake up with serious fear. And you know, someone called me and said, well, the thing the people think the way you go on the show, I said, what I have to say? I've not supported any political party.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. I'm not even 90%. Maybe you give me, I'm 75 or 80%. I say it's a good one. But my utmost focus is keeping the peace. It's the utmost thing of the day. Look, watch the foreign networks and see what is happening in other countries. Look at what David Coty has said. What had happened in this country before. Now, the way the people voted, I had Neko really, they do have the biggest responsibility to do so. And I'm sure they're not going to disappoint the Liberian people. Yes. In the midst of all, Ansu, country first.
All right, so let's keep focused and let's wait on the NEC at 4:30 this afternoon, people. Again, as they start announcing some preliminary results from the NEC at this afternoon at 4:30. For those of you who knows, maybe you so much maybe love your party so much in your party.
Do you know that? Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Do you know that some of the international partners, some way, somehow sponsor some other network?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Some of y'all just sit down and say, oh, this and that. You don't know it all.
Yeah.
You don't know it all. Yeah. But yet and still, to stand your ground, it's not something easy. When you're taking the chloroquine, chloroquine is the first antibiotic for malaria dose at that time. To swallow chloroquine at that time was not something easy. Later on, they brought out quinine, right? When you take the quinine too, it'll ring all the jingle bells in your right and left ears. Then you upgrade to Logman, antimeter, and the rest of it. There are a lot of things people go through. But they almost think the country is first. Anyway.
And you and I can never be deported from this country.
Okay. Where you want to go?
You can. You and you cannot be deported from this country.
Look, Liberia is so sweet. Look at David. David say stay how many days in America?
1 week.
1 week. Yes.
And the reason we stay 1 week.
Because when we go in other people's country, the first thing we want to do, Liberian people will take a full one, take the pictures, right?
Yeah.
And show the beautiful streets of the people places. Yeah. Those of you who travel, you know it. When you travel, my very self, it happened to me, right? When I landed in Brussels, the next day I saw myself in Amsterdam, in Holland, right? At the Hague. The first thing I want to do, I want to take picture, right? See, how beautiful is the people's street, man? But they didn't burn down the country. The country didn't go down because of one person business. When you travel, yes, in the majority, I'm not leaving, including my very self, every one of us. When you go to a beautiful area, the first thing you do, you turn the camera before yourself. Yeah. You want to make a social media post, right? That's in another person home there. But you want to predict and mess this country up.
Then you want to destroy your home.
The oldest country in Africa. It's a shame on us. A very big shame. I want to close up earlier on before even at 10 o'clock today. We have said it's enough. Ansu.
Yeah.
We don't know it all. Yeah. And he said, yes. People wake up this morning. The mindset. Look, I had an interview in Ghana some part of last year on Max FM. And the guy, Akwesi Sampa, used to work with the BBC. You know, he had this Network Africa program. So Akwesi, we work out a connection for me to pass through, you know, as a journalist visiting another country to have an interview. Then a very seasoned, brilliant journalist, Akwesi Sampa. You all know him, the BBC Network Africa. BBC had a Network Africa show. Then he quizzed me and said, well, why is it Liberia is still not developed as compared as other countries, as being the oldest country in Africa? Damn it. With that kind of question posed to me, man, the country will let go people. We don't like the sound. Now, one thing I discovered about Liberia, I swear to God, we don't love the good ones. We don't. The thing we're doing here, so people don't even like it. They don't even cherish it. But the ugly one, the bad one, yeah, the person you can heal. So Akwesi put this kind of difficult question I want to say now and ask him, how come folks who have Oni Roberts, a premier talk show host in Liberia, with me, Akwesi Sampara, you know, when we see my GH brothers, when they're on a show, but you feel the vibration, you end up Max FM, you see the whole building, man. You don't see in a real radio studio. When the guy feeling polishing the whole thing now. Yes, my brother, Akwaba, he telling me welcome now. I said, Mindasi, you know, yes, Harris Accra, how many days now? I said 2-3 days. Great country, beautiful country. He said, yeah, okay, you saying great country, beautiful country. But let me just ask, don't find this embarrassing. That's the question, of course, you posed to me.
Yeah.
And thanks to Jonathan Peliti for that connect. You know, since Jonathan doing his day at the BBC, interviewed me on the BBC, I got that connect with Akwesi, Hassan, ruining the rest of the guy. So Akwesi said, but how come now the oldest country in Africa, if we'll calculate even Ethiopia, but some way, somehow it's the oldest, 170, I think 175 years are then. It's not developed as compared to other African countries. Then I say, it's because of the war. We had.
Listen, not about question.
Listen now, or two sound people talking, you know. That's always when you marry a broke woman, it can't be easy.
Yeah.
Most men are married, they don't want to. Yes. So that question posted out to me. He said, how come? I said the 14 years of civil war. I feel like I'm to trick someone because the man said no. You have had Ellen Johnson Sirleaf 12 years. The guns have been silent almost 12 to 18 years now. But the next question he posed to me, damn it, how do I answer this one? I said, well, the guns are silent, but the mindset of the people, the mindset, oh my God, the mindset of the people, the way we can think about things in this country, we have to work it. Even Larry Bubbles even try with the changing mind, changing attitude. I know it didn't move on. The mindset. So when I responded to Akwesi, it broke him down. And he felt like, well, maybe let me embarrass this guy a little bit. Because, you know, journalists too, normally these things happen. You know, yeah, you want to test one another's strength, you know. So it brought him down. Well, I said the mindset of the people they have, we need to upgrade more. So what am I saying? People look at us as the oldest country in Africa. Someone asked me, what's your take on the whole process? For me, the people voted. The two parties are not claiming victory, right?
Yeah.
But who decides? The Elections Commission will announce the results. The Elections Commission, again, I want to say, will announce the result. But the two political parties, hold fast to what you have. All your war rooms, you have pool washers everywhere. You have pool washers. You spend money on pool washers in all, if not possible, in the 15 counties. Pool washers were everywhere to the 5,900 plus centers across the country. So if your war room, the two political parties, and this is not percentage-wise now. I mean, this is a simple majority. You know, how many percent? So let's see what is reported within your pool war room, what is corresponding with what the NEC is reporting.
What NEC will be.
Yeah. So, for example, here in district number 4, if your war room tells you that you have accumulated 4,000 of the vote for what? The CDC or the Unity Party, right? Then the Elections Commission come and say, well, the total votes here we have for there is 2,000.
Yeah.
With all of the tally sheets that have been posted on the walls, you have gone to reconcile at the magistrate and see all the tally sheets now. You say, but how come this is the entire votes that came from District 4? The total votes here I got, it's 4,000. So the reason I'm doing this, well, it's a difficult thing. The chair will say it's not easy. You don't know it all. Yeah, you can't say you're doing it for one party. But how come now we anticipated 4,000 votes for Unity Party or 4,000 votes for what? The unit or the CDC, right? But how come NEC is telling us, say, we got 2,000 votes? Then you can take the ass or what? Some of your complaints now.
Yes.
Because your tally sheet is not corresponding with what the magistrate have reported to NEC. I hope you understand what I'm saying. On a very serious note. And this applies to every district, from district to district, reaching out to the county levels. But my key focus here is no one should threaten the country with peace. Liberia is above George Weah and Joseph Boyka, the two of them. There are people who don't have time for politics. You know that? Oh, yeah. You talk about how the business person push you out, but they voted yesterday. There are people who have invested. You want people to take it away from them for 1 minute? Do you know how many lootings? I saw some videos. Some of us was kids coming up. You know, people looted in this country here for no reason. And people went down. My father, today I don't know my father's grave. Yes, in 1996, was murdered, was beheaded. I don't know his grave. When they call for declaration, they wouldn't have no side to go. These are some of the things who some of us, that's why we still hold our high esteem as a journalist. After this event, most of you people lost respect from you. After this event, you see that one a media man, the way I can talk about the police, but they are professionals still within the police. Most of you have condemned most of the journalists in this country.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After this event, that prestige, we don't have it all. We go through a lot. You don't know it all. But after this event, we still remain as a journalist. But numbers don't lie. It don't. It don't lie. Don't put panic in the city, please. This is my audible cry to you all, to our young brothers. Don't put panic in the city. Don't go back. Israel. I keep calling Israel. In Gaza, 1 million people was asked to relocate. Can you imagine? Do you know how much is 1 million? So leave from here and move elsewhere. World leaders as on a round table. Not to come out to Liberia. To come and discuss what? The people tired. They got their own problem. Millions sleeps on the street in the US. I think my man, this thing, millions. People take taxpayers' money and send down and invest into the process. We can't do so. And all of you posting on social media, your posts have been highly monitored. This is my 10th time saying this. All while you're writing on the social media, it's been highly monitored. The foreign partners are not saying, but maybe I don't know how Ben used to say this, but all your posts, your comments that they term as a threat have been highly monitored by our international partner. Numbers don't lie. Allow NEC to do her work. The Elections Commission do her work. If you're satisfied, the last person that ran to the Supreme Court was Chad Bronsky. Yeah, 2017. Bronsky said, think ahead, man. You try and make it. Yeah, but what happened? We're not satisfied with the result, but that's the ruling of the Supreme Court, right? So anything you don't satisfy, man, let's do it. We had enough in this country, for God's sake. Let's move on. Let's move on. When I say let's move on, don't get me wrong. When I say let's move on, your talent results in your war room. Keep what you have. When I say let's move on, I mean, don't get me wrong. But don't declare yourself as winner. So if you are missing out, go do your regular hustle. If you're a plumber, pick up your tools this morning, go do your regular hustle and move on. 4:30 this afternoon, as we will listen up. Mm.
Yes, that just it. You have your title sheets there in your various war room to the two political parties. Indeed, you are fighting the process. And don't forget again the October 10th process. The two parties again came out again say we have our title sheets from our war room. Again, some of you guys are declaring yourself as winners around here. And you have people out there celebrating. The title sheet or the war room, we don't know how it ended. We went into a runoff. This is why we said the NEC have that full responsibility when it comes to announcing results. So if you have your results in your war room, hold on to it and wait on the neck, because we don't want people, giving people misinformation. They say our party leading. They say we know the deal. Let us go celebrate to our people. They say that our party winning. They say they say that our candidate the lead. So let's go celebrate. Wait on official results for NEC before you go out there to celebrate. And this is going to run all the way. They have the right to announce it. So I'm taking your mind back to the October 10th. October 10th again, the war room issue. At the end of it ended the runoff. So that's tell you that the referee authority that have the full responsibility, that in charge of announcing results, it comes from the NEC.
So let me just go to two of the international partners posts. These are people who I want to feed on yesterday.
Okay.
The United States government through the embassy and that of the European Union. These were two key international observers, that monitor and ECOWAS, who also had a team on yesterday, right? But this is from the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia, Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Our embassy observers had the privilege of witnessing many polling places throughout Liberia. This is from the U.S. government through the embassy. We commend the dedication of election officials, the commitment of voters, and the collaborative effort of all involved in ensuring a peaceful, smooth electoral process. Now I'm depressing the process. A peaceful, smooth electoral process. A big thank to everyone who contributed to making this day a testimony to the strength of our democracy. You see that? To the strength of our democracy. Democracy in action. Liberia decides 2023. This is from the U.S. Embassy, right? Now, let me go to the European Union. These are the two key, I'm not saying ECOWAS, but international observers who have spent billions of dollars into our process. Our ambassador, Nonan Dipris, and ambassador of Sweden to Liberia and Sierra Leone, Uban Soljon, joins calls of Liberians who participated and engaged in discussion on why and how they should promote peaceful elections. You heard that? Of peaceful elections. The event, which was organized by the eminent women of Liberia in collaboration with the Women's Situation Room, focused on the pivotal role of youth in building a better democracy for all Liberians. Thank you, Liberia. Thanks for peaceful voting, and let's wait on what? The National Elections Commission. They both monitor the process.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I have another one here from this should be a press statement. Liberia Peace Building Office, Ministry of Internal Affairs, press statement by Elections Monitoring and Violence Prevention Situation Room on the conduct of the November 14 presidential runoff elections in Liberia. Look, this entire broadcast is to cool down the temper. Some of you wake up with a bad mindset this morning. Yes, the entire 2 hours this morning. With the closure, distinguished members of the media, fellow Liberians, with the closure of the voting process and I have to zoom this one up. Madeline, yeah, you gotta zoom it. Yeah. So the SRO also commends the National Elections Commission, the Joint Security, for appropriately addressing incidents brought to their attention. Okay, there are several incidents raised, right? Next relocation of polling center. There are some centers that are relocated. Number 30061 from a church of on Oro to that of 10th Street in district number 10 to attend in the same area following fears of eviction by the owners, where the some property owner will say, well, you have to leave our premise. Yes, yes, the people use the area for free now. So at the same location, tension escalated when an unknown man reportedly injured a security officer. Okay, these were all events that was on yesterday. All right. But the situation room hereby reminds political parties and supporters that only NEC has the authority to declare the official results of elections. Yes, Ambassador Manjon Kamara. Yes, yes. Anyway, that's the same thing we've been saying over and over. But again, as I try to close up, I'm just closing up before time. But at 4 o'clock on today, the Elections Commission will definitely be announcing preliminary results. Preliminary results. So as I close up this morning, the heads of these two political parties, the heads of the two political parties, the fate of the Liberian people is right into your hands. Any word from you could turn things upside down in this country. Those of you listening up to me in Nimba, I'm getting a huge listener audience in Nimba. Say no to violence. Don't take to the street. We want to appeal to you this morning. We have problems everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Everywhere we have problems in the world. Keep all of your tally sheets, your war room. Numbers don't lie. I want to repeat. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. 1 + 1 is that 2 is supposed to be, it'll be 2. Don't way you take out and put 1 + 1 to go to 0, right? So that 2 + 3 is supposed to go to 5. It won't lie. Hold on to what you have. But just have in mind the peace is the utmost focus. You stay away in other people's country. The right you have here, you don't have it out there. Some of you have been refugees. You feel uncomfortable living in these people's countries. But this is where you all have all of your rights. This evil will come and go. To our police, to the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia, to all of the security apparatus, let's hold on to our peace. This is the first time we have our own security taking us to election. You see the kind of thing we went through and through. Before then, we have our international security on mill carry us to election.
Security.
Yeah. So look at the security. With the kind of fragile peace we have, we went through the process with our just us, and we are proving to the world that no, there are people who predicted violence. And as I close up this morning, 2 quick ones. And this is to George Weah and Joseph Boyka. Both of you are waking up early this morning and trying to get feedback. Feedback in journalism, something very important. Perhaps, you rested after voting. You want to get feedback from your various centers and of course, all of your situation rooms and the rest of it. Be in a position, Joseph Boyka and George Weah, be in a position to accept the results of defeat. When you are in a race, when you are in a competition, in a final, there is just only one winner. Whether we like it or not, there is just what? Only one winner. And the rest of it will move on. But we cannot bring down the country. 5.2 million, according to Leisure, is what it told us. The population. The world just watching. The same was watching Nigeria that brought Tinubu, right? The same was watching Sierra Leone. Everybody's looking up to Liberia. What's the news coming out from Liberia? If you go to the BBC right now, Let me see. While we're trying to close out and see what's the headline BBC is carrying off for Liberia right now.
What's the headline at training right
Yeah.
now from Liberia?
Okay, so the BBC says counting stats in Liberia presidential runoff. Liberians await election result after George Weah versus Joseph Boyka runoff. This is just the headline from the BBC.
Yeah.
Liberians await. You heard the headline? Liberians await election result after George Weah versus Joseph Boyka runoff. So everyone is watching us. What happens next? Do you want to go back? There'll be no winner and loser when any violence pop up here. No winner and loser. Because one person is hurt, the men to get follower coming. And that's how we'll yet be in it. Align?
Exactly.
True. No winner or loser. If anyone sparks of violence, no winner or loser. Because if you hurt someone, the men to get is supporter. And guess what, man? We always somehow interconnected in this country. Yes. If someone know O'Neill, someone know Ansu, we're interconnected. And as a close-up, told the National Elections Commission, the biggest attention now is what? At the National Elections Commission. The way the Liberian people have voted, that is the results we anticipate to hear. I don't want to doubt. Deviator have proven on 2 separate occasions that brought Dillon Yombly to the House of Senate, right? The way Liberian people voted, that's how it should come out. And those of you that posted,
even O'Neill, the October 10th too.
Yeah, the October 10th.
Yeah, that type of tension before the October 10th election. People thought that this country was just going to fall, or maybe just going to divide this country. Should handle it in a very mature way. She conducted that process.
So guy who went and chatted almost the whole supermarket. Then someone said, "Mama, so this pack up now. Why you carry all that food? What about the man or the woman who don't have $1 to even buy a cup of rice? We shouldn't do this, man." Yeah, that way you bought them. I said, like, "Mama, you carry the whole supermarket.
Why you carry that food?
Why you carry all?" So, when they appeal to the 2 political parties, please avoid violence. The supporters are the biggest people now. The supporters, you can love George Weah more than yourself. You can love Joseph Boyka more than yourself. The 2 supporters. Please, let's avoid violence and let's wait on the National Elections Commission. And NEC, Liberians look up to you. The international partners also look up to you on today at 4:30 for the press briefing. I mean, it's a bit closer going up, but we got to go. I mean, and so it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing the microphone, for us to take out the bravery to come beyond this microphone. Someone say to announce election results is not something easy. But our professional role will live with us for the rest of our life. This morning we have not come to preach, say, the CDC on the Unity Party. Liberians have voted. My very self have voted on yesterday. So wait for the National Elections Commission. Yes, as you close up.
Yes, so that's just it. As we all wait for the NEC at 4:30 this afternoon, people, let's remain focused. Let's remain quiet. Let's keep carrying on our normal activities, run our normal businesses. Indeed, as I said again, nothing going to happen. No, I just like how the process went from yesterday to today. Yesterday, the people went there, they made a decision. Today, they opened their real businesses and normal things going on. So that shows that how the Liberian people want to live their life, that how they want to run their country. Nobody going to go back again. This session, this platform remains independent, remain open again.
Where's the Council of Churches? The Council of Churches, the imams.
Yeah.
These are the time now we need to hear your voices. Look, that's kind of country we're in here, so. The Council of Churches. No, I'm a bit ferocious, man. The Council of Churches, the imams, this is the time now. You see what's happening now? Because all of you on Fridays, on Sundays, you have people that go into the mosque You have people that go to church, right? You are leaders. In the midst of no guiding counselor, the whole land is at risk. The whole country in this kind of situation now. Just after the October 10 election, red light, the guys in here start running. Everybody's had this catapult, told people things for no reason. Put fear in the people. And to my professional colleagues in the media, let's use our cameras well. Let's use the microphone well in the utmost protection of the country. If you're a U.S. Marine, I'm a Marine. Once you want to go against America, you can go, they're going you down. Yes, the country is more above you. That's why when politicians in the great United States of America have conceded defeat, they say, God bless America and make the country great. I only have oil. God bless the country and make the country great. It's a hard thing. We have to move on. Thank you so much. Thanks to the U.S. partner, the EU, all of you have been supporting the process. Thanks to our gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia. You know, the army people don't talk. They are there just to protect the land and protect the Constitution. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And they're just waiting on quietly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. After the broadcast, I'll walk everywhere freely.
Man.
Man.
No pretty figure behind you.
No one pretty figure behind me at all. Yeah, man. We fill the number. You know, just one single number. When you fill it, it's a problem. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but thank you so much. Keep all of your situation rooms. Keep them intact. All your talent sheets. Just hold fast to it. And let's listen out to next. So if next say, this is the number you're getting from here, and you look at what your pool washers, what you have in your situation where it's not corresponding now, you have some issues to raise, right?
Yeah.
I see you laughing too much. What happened?
I have a good conversation. I thought, just enjoying the way you engaging the issue.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We'll be back on tomorrow at about 4:30 this afternoon. We'll relay our team there from the National Elections Commission as the next boss. Will definitely start to announce provisional results at 4:30 this afternoon. Thanks so much. My co-host this morning is Ansu Sirleaf. Thanks for taking a brief and coverage to sit on the TBS.
Thank you so much for the space again created for me to always sit with you.
Yes.
To run this platform.
Great. My name is Oni Roberts. In the midst of all, catch your friends. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.